Hey everybody, I'm John Swantek. Welcome to Direct Connect on PGATour.com, where you guys, the fans, get to ask the questions and connect directly with PGA Tour players through our social media platforms. This week's guest, the champion of this year's Valero Texas Open. He's back home in Columbus, Ohio this week for the Memorial Tournament. And we say hello to Ben Curtis. What's happening, Ben? Good to be back home in the Buckeye State?
Yeah, it is, definitely. It's one of my favorite tournaments of the year. I grew up just down the road from here and came here quite a few times throughout my youth and just enjoy coming here. It's a beautiful place and a great golf course to play as well.
A lot of questions from your fans this week, and a number of them Ohio residents. Let's jump right in with Ben Curtis. One from Joseph Knight through the Tour Report. Seeing as you're a native of Ohio, he says, and you're familiar with Muirfield Village, do you feel you have a leg up on the competition, and what do you feel is the key to win this week? You were tied for 13th, by the way, last year, Ben.
Well, I wouldn't say I have a leg up. I mean, I didn't play it that much when I was a kid, maybe 15, 20 times growing up. But, it's just one of those golf courses that if you get your irons going and your putter going, you're going to shoot a lot of good scores around here. But, yeah, so I wouldn't say I would have an advantage. I think the key around here is you got to be really precise.
By the way, there was news from Muirfield Village as they announced on Tuesday that the captains for the 2013 President's Cup, which will be held at Muirfield Village, will be Nick Price for the international side and Fred Couples once again for the U.S. side. And Buckeye Bill 21 through Twitter thinks Ben Curtis should be on that U.S. team. He says, as a Columbus native, how much of a goal is it, Ben, to make that President's Cup team next year and represent Ohio and the U.S. at Muirfield Village? You're currently 11th in the point standings.
Well, to be honest with you, I haven't really looked at it yet. I haven't even thought about it. So, focusing on this year's Ryder Cup, and then after that, yeah, it'd definitely be a huge goal of mine to make that team and to be able to play in front of your home fans would be something fantastic. Had the opportunity at the 2008 Ryder Cup, and to be able to play for your country is something very, very special. And to be able to do it right here in your backyard would mean even more.
Ben Curtis is 13th in the Ryder Cup standings, by the way, so he could be on a couple of these international teams in the next 2 years. Another fan in Ohio checking in with Ben Curtis this week, Mark Dovell through Facebook. To my fellow Buckeye Valley Baron, he says, what do you think of the Browns draft? And choose one, he says, Ben, win another major or see the Browns win the Super Bowl. He's got you on the spot.
Well, hopefully I can win a major and before the Browns win the Super Bowl. I like to see both, but you never know. But yeah, I mean, Richardson was a safe pick. I don't think you can go wrong there. They're going to do everything they believe that's going to make the team better. I just like to see them be competitive.
Ben Curtis breaking it down. Here's another NFL-related question for Ben through the Tour Report from the 173rd Airborne. He says, hey, Ben, great to see you hoisting a trophy again. I've always watched how you were doing on tour. Did the NFL call? Now, I guess what he's referring to is the NFL apparel that you wore for a number of years, right?
Yes, yeah. I had the privilege of wearing the local teams wherever I was playing, kind of like what Payne Stewart did back in the day when he was playing. So it was a lot of fun to do, and unfortunately for me, I won where I was wearing my enemy's uniforms, the Steelers. But I'll wear anything if you're going to win. It was a lot of fun, and especially in New York. I remember one year playing I wore the Giants and Jets throughout the whole week. So I had half the fans mad at me and half of them cheering for me each day. So just a lot of fun to be able to go through that experience.
Ben Curtis, 2003 British Open champion, our guest. Here's a question that comes through Facebook from Dan Eric Goodman. What was the best thing you drank out of the claret jug? Great question.
Water. No, I'm just kidding. The best thing, we had everything from alcohol to water to Kool-Aid and all that good stuff. But obviously, I think wine was the best.
A lot of Ben Curtis fans, especially in Ohio, for this week's Memorial Tournament. Ben, welcome back home. Good luck, and thanks for connecting with us.